In September 1964, the SS Minnow set out on its fateful voyage with the premiere of Gilligan's Island on American television. Few could have predicted the cultural impact of this light-hearted comedy. It began in black and white and later blossomed into color starting in its second season. In some ways, it was like a live-action cartoon, which contributed to the show's charm and appeal. Today, Gilligan, the skipper, Mary, and Ginger, the professor, and the other characters remain household names, as do the actors who portrayed the seven castaways. The show's pilot episode was vastly different from the final product. Most notably, the characters included two secretaries and a high school teacher, as mentioned in a completely different theme song. That pilot, titled Marooned, was so distinct that it wasn't aired at the time, though it finally aired in 1992. Jerry Van Dyke turned down the role of Gilligan because he didn't want to be part of an ensemble cast. Van Dyke's younger brother wanted to replicate the success of his older brother, Dick, and sought his own TV show where he could be the star. That opportunity came a year later when he landed the lead role in the short-lived series My Mother the Car. He regretted turning down the role of Gilligan, but were quite happy the part ultimately went to Bob Denver. A cast with such great chemistry as that of Gilligan's Island is rare, and it's hard to imagine the show with different actors. Before the series began, Sherwood Schwartz approached several famous actors to play characters like Gilligan and Ginger. After numerous casting changes, the producer landed on the castaways we know and love today. Interestingly, a real movie star was almost chosen to play Ginger, Jane Mansfield. She was offered the role but declined, feeling it would further typecast her as a bombshell blonde. Ultimately, we're glad the role went to Tina Louise, who perfectly captured Ginger's flirty and sophisticated personality. Carol O'Connor was almost involved as well. Can you imagine Archie Bunker as the skipper? It nearly happened. Before his iconic role in All in the Family, he auditioned for the role that ultimately went to Alan Hale Jr. The show's creator didn't think O'Connor was the right fit, so they moved on and cast Hale instead. Raquel Welch was another near miss. We can't imagine anyone other than Dawn Wells playing the charming Mary Ann, but Welch almost got the role. When the producers reworked the series after the pilot to include this wholesome character, Welch probably wasn't what they had in mind. Though she auditioned, they chose not to offer her the part. The pilot episode of the show was filmed in November 1963. On the last day of production in Hawaii, the cast and crew learned about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. There's a subtle reminder of this historic event visible at the start of the series. In the opening credits of the first season, as the Minnow leaves the harbor, the U.S. flag can be seen flying at half-staff. The castaways are often seen tuning into the news on their portable radio. The announcer's voice was provided by Charles Maxwell, a veteran character actor who appeared in Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Lawman, Rawhide, and The Rifleman. Though he was never credited for this role, it became the longest-running part of his career. Another change from the pilot to the series was the theme song's lyrics, which initially mentioned a 6-hour trip instead of a 3-hour tour. Somewhere during the creative process, the itinerary was cut in half. After Gilligan's Island, Schwartz found success with another hit show, The Brady Bunch. However, his third attempt didn't work out. In 1974, the creator and producer tried to recreate Gilligan's Island in a Wild West setting. The result was a show called Dusty's Trail, which also starred Bob Denver alongside Forrest Tucker of F Troop fame. The wagon train included a rich couple, a brainy character, a farm girl, and a bombshell. The show flopped after one season, though they managed to splice 4 episodes together for a theatrical release titled The Wackiest Wagon Train in the West. The ship's name, SS Minnow, wasn't inspired by the fish but by Newton Minnow, the FCC chairman in 1961. He famously called television America's vast wasteland. The producer of Gilligan's Island disliked him so much that he named the shipwrecked vessel in his honor. At one point, Ginger and the castaways came very close to leaving the island, but a special guest star had other plans. Tina Louise perfected her portrayal of Ginger but also played a completely different character, Eva Grubb, in an episode titled All About Eva. The transformation between Eva and Ginger was so dramatic that the Actors Union demanded the show give Louise special credit for the role. Viewers were initially unaware that she played both characters. The difference was achieved by eliminating makeup in certain areas, changing her hairstyle completely, and filming her primarily from what she considered her bad side. Louise enjoyed the opportunity to play Eva, as it offered her something unique to do on the show. However, viewers disliked the character, and she never appeared again. Looking back at Gilligan's Island brings back plenty of fond memories.
Here we end. Thank you for your attention. Like and subscribe. There are many interesting things ahead. Good luck.